Tell me, does it take a stranger to find paradise? We could ponder that question all day, but one thing's for sure. Paradise sure ain't here. This place is a hellhole. I died twice to the mini-boss last time, the Cursed Griffon, and on today's episode, we finally put an end to that endeavor. Because I've got a fiend to kill, and I've got chaos to kill. I can't be trifling around with these mid-bosses.
Go to the light.
Yeah, that's right, go into the light. Anyway, guys, I hope you're doing well on this fine day, or evening, or night, whenever you're watching this fine video. I'm feeling recharged, I really want to make a big push this month in terms of progress in terms of progress on this LP. I want to get it done and move on to other things. And just play more of this fine game in general. Look at my gun. Look at how shiny it is. Look at my shiny buff from focus.
This one will test us.
Yeah, let's shoot the Cursed Griffon. Let's shoot him good. Yeah. Oh. He almost killed me again with that Dark Nebula.
We've had worse than this.
Alright, now that my teammates have him distracted. Oh, never mind. He's coming back for me again. Yeah, let's switch back to the gun. Let's give him some bullet. Hey, stay away from me. Okay. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Look at that.
Time to mop up.
I got the key to the king's tomb. And no, it's not my tomb. I am still very much alive. I am not a zombie. I am not a hologram. I'm very much a fleshy meatbag. Until I find the secret to godhood. Anyway. While I explored the rest of this dungeon, which, after the Cursed Griffon, it's mostly a clear shot to the boss room. So while I'm doing that, let me tell you about some TV shows I've been watching
Sophia,
lately.
Just what is this dark crystal? I know what it can do, but what in the world is it?
I wish I could tell you, but there's no way for us to know for sure.
Astos might know something.
Good point. Let's ask him next time.
I wouldn't.
Why?
You don't want me to repeat myself. Trust me.
Scary.
Yeah, I take that advice. Jack means what he says. So where was I? Oh yes, I was watching some more TV shows in the time between this video and the last video. I have a long list of shows and films I want to watch, and I've been... Yeah, it's a huge backlog, much like my video game backlog. One of them is Season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. I don't know how many of my viewers like watching MCU stuff. It certainly has its highs and its lows, but more highs than lows in my humble opinion. And Daredevil Born Again is one of those highs.
I've had enough of this.
Wow, I just fell off a cliff. Yeah, that's great. But thankfully, you don't like die and go back to your save point.
Wonder what's in there.
Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, Daredevil Born Again, I think it's one of the best things about the MCU in its current iteration, its current phase, if you will, and that's because it's based not on a MCU film, but on a TV show that was originally created for Netflix. Back when Marvel had a television division. I don't know, but it was definitely an old team that made the Daredevil Netflix show.
That place, Ash?
A little. It's where I got the crystal from Jack.
Oh, right. Makes sense.
Reminisce about the past when you're old and gray. Right now, we got a job to do. This is the one.
Yes, they got a job to do, and so do I. And my job is talking more about Daredevil. Yeah, so yeah, the original Netflix show, it ran for 3 seasons, and it was just a very gritty, very street-level superhero show. It definitely had its share of fantastical elements, but it was very grounded compared to something like, you know, Superman or Aquaman, or, you know, even Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man gets pretty out there as well in terms of, like, stakes. But Daredevil, he's, for the most part, a regular guy. He just has insane senses and insane martial arts training. But yeah, he still bleeds. He's like, he does not have, like, absolutely insane strength. And, you know, guns can very much kill him, just like any ordinary person. But yeah, I think, like, the Daredevil show succeeded because it was ultimately a grounded human story. And honestly, the best superhero media are highly human stories. Powers just, you know, add some garnish. They add spice. They add some, you know, excitement, visual flair, and, you know, they can enhance the human side of the storytelling too, because they provide a unique perspective. Like classic example, because like Superman is like basically a god, he has a perspective that Lois Lane just will never have. And on the other side of the coin, Lois Lane has a perspective that Clark Kent will never have. And you know, that's one of the reasons why their characters work so well. Featured, because they have such a different perspective.
I think we're safe.
But there's a humanity to both of them, even if Clark is an alien. What does this have to do with Daredevil? Well, here's the thing. Matt Murdock, he's a very interesting character because he's one of the few superheroes with a very, very strong and devout faith. He is a highly devout Catholic, and that informs not only the way he carries out his ordinary life as a lawyer, but also how he operates as a superhero fighting crime. And that brings, and like, you know, his like views on crime and on life, and just the world, the world in general, it often brings him into conflict with other Marvel luminaries like the Punisher, and like in Daredevil season 2. Oh boy, yeah, Daredevil and Punisher really get into it, and it's just really exciting stuff. But what does this have to do with Born Again? Well, that's the thing. Born Again is working off the foundation of an already great and gritty show. And even though Born Again has had some missteps, it has way more hits than misses. It carries on that grit. It carries on that introspective nature. Like you see the characters struggle in fights.
Let's have a look.
But they also grapple with themselves. You know, they're constantly at war with themselves. Like, there's the point in Born Again where Daredevil tries to go back to being Matt Murdock, but deep down inside, the devil's never gonna leave him. He is that street level hero. He will always be Daredevil, but he can't neglect his side as Matt Murdock, the lawyer. But that's the problem. When he tries to go 100% lawyer, he ends up feeling worse, because he's neglecting a very, very relevant side of him. You can't have just the devil, and you can't have just the lawyer. You gotta have balance, because balance is key. And the same goes for his nemesis, the Kingpin, aka Wilson Fisk. Kingpin goes through his own arc. He tries to be an upstanding mayor of New York City in Born Again season 1 at first. He tries to put the Kingpin behind him. He tries to be the most upstanding mayor of New York City he can be.
As if we lose.
Story. Luthanian log. After some negotiation, our extraplanar collaborator has agreed to furnish us with what they call a dimensional crystal matrix. Note that this crystal appears to be different from those which we have installed in Cornelia. This dimensional crystal matrix allows us to travel backwards in time and reconstruct the world from a chosen point in the past. We have named this process a reset for clarity. A reset gives us the ability to carry out trial and error experiments on a global scale without fear of consequence, and is a tremendous step forward for the Stranger Project. appendum. In exchange for this crystal, our collaborator has extracted a promise from us to transfer the vast energies produced by a reset to them.
Ways to go. Come on.
Whoa, yeah. This is clearly playing with the idea. Because if you remember Final Fantasy 1, there's a time loop in Final Fantasy 1. It's an integral part of the plot. And Stranger of Paradise kind of just like represents that same thing. And I just died for real. Because I thought there was a ledge you could drop down there for treasure. But anyway. But yeah, Stranger of Paradise takes the whole time loop thing. It's very clear and evident at this point. It's evident that, yeah, Jack becomes Garland. His friends become the Four Fiends. And that collaborator they're talking about, it's gotta be Astos. He knows too much. It's gotta be him. Like, if you've been paying attention up to this point, you've probably already figured it out well before this video. As have I. Yeah, it's crazy. They even use like a little gamer terminology, like reset, because, you know, the Stranger Project is like a simulation of sorts. So one of my original theories about this world kind of being like the Matrix is partially true, but really at its heart, it's really representing the time loop concept from Final Fantasy 1, just a little more technological bent in this version of the story. It's like you take the time loop from Final Fantasy 1, but you Matrixify it. Ow!
More careful.
Don't hit me with those spears.
All right.
But yeah, let's go back to talking about Daredevil. Yeah. Wilson Fisk tries to be the best mayor of New York City that he can be in Born Again Season 1. But he finds that he can't completely leave behind his brutal ways as the Kingpin. And you just see that gradually creep back up to the surface. You see him gradually becoming more of the tyrant he used to be, just like on the Netflix show. And in Season 2 of Born Again...
Hey, Jack. Are you mad at us?
No, it's not that. When I touch that black mist, those monsters leave behind flashes of these weird memories pop into my head. And I can't tell whether they belong to me or someone else. I hate that feeling. These crystals protect us from that, and that's all that matters to me.
Jack, I feel like you're gonna have to face the truth at some point, buddy. As I was saying, Matt Murdock will always be Daredevil. Wilson Fisk will always be Kingpin. And Jack, you will become Chaos. See, what a great way to tie it all together.
What should we do about that thing?
Let's clean it up.
Okay, Malboro. Let's go, let's go. I'm done with you!
Lights out! Go to the light.
Go to the light.
This one's got some teeth.
Alright, now
Just
on for
getting
the
warmed
portal.
up.
Hey, your time's
A
up.
lot better.
Reel it in, man.
Reel it in, man. I just love the way Ash delivered that. I wonder if that was specifically in the voice direction, or that's just something that the actor did himself as like a little spice. Either way, it's funny. I like it. So yeah, Jack. Let's see if you can sever yourself completely from chaos.
What's up there again?
Oh yeah, it's an elevator going backwards. And this should be the boss room. Yeah, this is the final save point
Look,
before the boss room.
I'll check it out.
So yeah, even though Jack will become Chaos, we all know this, maybe he'll get a chance to break away. As for Daredevil and Kingpin, I don't think they're ever breaking away. But Jack still has a chance. I don't know how his story ends. And I'll show you what the elevator does.
see what's inside.
Treasure! That's what's inside. And look at that, a level 49 Vega gun. Why did I come all this way to get it?
Now we have a way back.
We'll use this to get back.
Alright, let's go back down. Hey, Neon! Oh, okay, good. Neon, she hopped back down like a boss. Good stuff, good stuff. Don't worry, they don't take fall damage in
Time
this
for a
game.
change.
But Jack himself can take fall damage. Okay. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. Enables aim. Now, I bet what you're thinking, how good could an ability just named aim be? Well, look at this. Yeah, you go into, well, yeah, you go into this little stance. And yeah, you basically rip through enemies with your shots. It's like it's basically a buff stance. But it does take a little time to set up, and you can be hit out of it. So you have to be careful. Is it worth giving up Starlight for? We can test it out. I'm gonna show you how it works. It definitely has its advantages and disadvantages over Starlight. Alright, alright, alright. We're gonna give it a whirl. And don't forget to set it, by the way. I notice when it says status bonus strength and agility, strength/agility, it means it scales off of both stats. So the more strength and agility you have, the more powerful your aim is, your aim ability is, which is kind of weird because why would strength make your gunshot stronger? But that's not, Stranger of Paradise isn't the first game to do that. Strength is added to bow and gun damage in a lot of games, which is silly, but it's pretty common. And yeah, Starlight stat bonus is intellect, which makes sense because it's kind of like a spell. And intelligence is the magic stat in many games. All right, so yeah. While you got your gun out, yeah, you have to basically take like some brief frames to go into aim mode, but it's gonna hurt. And yes, the bonus from aim does stack with the bonus from analyze. But you have to, spend a little while setting up both buffs. So you got, again, be careful.
Jack, it's up to you now.
Ash?
Jack, snap out of it! Don't let the darkness win!
So I take it you're the one who stole the Earth Crystal's shine.
The crystal's gentle waves resonate through the verdant land, enriching the soil and nurturing the trees. Harvests are bountiful, and from summit to sea, people sing the praises of the earth. A foolish dream, no matter how much you wish it, that season will never come. It will remain a dream so long as I live. Who I am.
I don't give a fuck who you are!
I am Lich, and I shall devour all that is good.
Alright, here we go. First up, I gotta say, that was incredibly badass and hilarious from both Jack and from, quite frankly, from Lich too.
He's got magic.
Jack literally told Lich to fuck off, yet Lich continued his speech and finished it with a bang anyway. That takes composure. So props to Lich.
You're about to be beat by some bones.
Now let's shoot him up.
Damn thing just disappeared.
On your guard. We can't let it surprise.
Oh shit! He did the teleports right behind you. Earthquake? Oh shit!
You're in for it now.
Careful now.
Bindga. But whatever Bindga is, he didn't hit me with it. Okay, watch out for the cursed energy orbs.
Look at that! They're being absorbed by the Fiend!
So take it.
Oh.
Good light.
Yeah, Lich has got a lot of AoE.
What's that?
Oh shit! What the? Bro!
This one's got some.
What? He basically one-shot me with a command grab. Holy shit. So, okay, so that's what Bindga does. Note to self. Don't get hit by Bindga. Alright, ready for round 2, guys? I changed my equipment up a bit, which is why I kind of look like Altair from Assassin's Creed. Alright, let's do this again.
Show me what you can do.
Keyword.
I'll get him off the back.
Not keyword. My strategy is to not get hit by Bindga and just, yeah, literally keep
They
shooting.
seem intent on joining the fight. Let us oblige them.
Now, I will say the good news is that Lich's attacks are for the most part easy to dodge. But, you know, Bindga can catch you by surprise because that projectile is both small and fast. So really, you just look out for Bindga and you're
He had
fine.
worse than this.
Yeah, you see, like, Judgment, yeah, the spells like Judgment are pretty telegraphed. Yeah, look at that. Look at that damage.
Man, that's like we're not done yet.
This thing's a fiend. It won't go down so easy.
Ah,
You ready?
Of course I am.
Ash,
Follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Ash, my dude, you say he's a fiend. But I don't give a fuck who he is! Yeah, look at those slow-ass curse orbs. Oh, terrifying embrace. Whoa, that's got some range. Notice he did like a big-ass lunge. That probably would have one-shot me too. Oof, oof. Okay, yeah, we're almost there. And it's done. Beautiful. Lich, rest in the earth once more.
Who's this guy?
Not a clue. Gotcha. Huh?
The Earth crystal is stirring.
You're not off the hook just yet.
Like I'd trust you guys to finish the job.
Ash, we'll lift it up so you pull him out.
You got it.
1, 2, 3! We did it!
So you saw the past. Satisfied now?
Not really. I can't even remember the friends that died under my watch.
You would never let that happen, Ash.
You know, that scene was a bit weird because considering all that Jack has done in his battle animations, I feel like he should have been able to get out by himself. But it's not a big deal. They wanted to use that scene to show off camaraderie and, you know, have the characters look out for each other. Because they are a team, you know. They're kind of like a family.
There you are. You really should be careful of that mist. It could drag you into the past. Or worse, turn you into a monster.
Really? You don't say. Was a heads up too much to ask for?
And deny myself the joy of a kindred spirit?
So you're a monster?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose you could say I am.
Yeah, he is a monster. He was the Dark Elf.
It seems like it was Astos who brought us over here. Can't help but wonder why.
He's sus.
It seems like we all made it back. I'm glad we didn't lose anyone.
Do you remember the phantom we saw after defeating the Fiend? I feel like that was me, but in the past, or maybe the future.
There's definitely some malfunctioning going on in this whole time loop
Astos
thing.
is looking at us. Maybe he wants to talk.
Have you ever seen things in Cornelia that just don't seem to belong?
Oh, yeah.
Things like this tower. Lufenia leaves its detritus in our world.
Who?
Lufenia, a mysterious nation that created our world with their advanced technology, then vanished.
Just vanished?
Yes, although if by choice, I cannot say. Now then, I believe you have some crystals to revive.
You're holding out on us, Astos. I know you know more, you sussy baka.
We have to restore the rest of the crystals. Jack, I'll leave that device to you.
Lufenia. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. It's right there on the tip of my tongue.
So, that's Astos. He seems quite knowledgeable about Lufenia.
Two down, two to go. Looks like our adventures as warriors of light aren't over just yet.
They
Ready
sure
whenever
aren't.
you are, Jack.
But yeah,
Touring Lufenia's cast-offs does help me stave off boredom from time to time. Best of luck reviving the rest of the crystals.
it's become quite obvious that Astos is the collaborator. And I have a strong feeling that Jack and his friends were probably Luthenians who volunteered for the Stranger Project. I believe I've said this before, but I'm just going to say it again. Yeah, I got a shit ton of loot I need to discard. It's like old loot, because the game keeps giving you loot that's better than the previous loot. But yeah, that was the Cavern of Earth. There are only 2 crystals left to go. And I just realized, well, I mean, I already knew this, but I only talked about one of the TV shows I watched in this episode. There are many more, but I ended up talking a lot about Daredevil and Superman, to an extent. It was mostly Daredevil, but I had that little spiel about Superman and Lois as well. And yeah, it looks like we're going to the Wicked Arbor next time. Oh, yes. I have a feeling there's going to be... I mean, I guess it could lead to the Water Crystal or the Fire Crystal. Because I have a feeling this is going to be like a part 1 stage that's going to lead to another stage where the crystal is actually kept. That's where I think this game is going. It's going to be fun. And next time, I'll talk more about the TV shows I've been watching lately.